Well, hello and welcome. Welcome to the internet and welcome to my channel. It's me, Odio, and I'm here today to do another review for you. And today I'm going to be doing A Quiet Place, Day 1. It's a prequel to the other Quiet Place movies. Is it any good? Is it scary? Let's find out. Woohoo! So welcome back, everybody. I'm back to do this review of A Quiet Place Day 1. Now, I've seen the first Quiet Place Part 1 and 2. They're really good movies. Very tense. There are some of the few movies where when you're watching them, you're sort of like, you don't make a sound, you don't breathe or anything. You don't want them to hear you, even though you're in the audience. When I was in the theater to see all those movies, it was actually quiet. So hopefully it's going to be a similar experience. This one's a prequel, a much more intimate story. We're just kind of following one character, and her name is Sam. Real interesting. She's terminally ill with something and needs medicine, and we open up with her in a hospital. It's a long-term hospital. She has a long-term nurse. Looks like they've kind of bantering, know each other for a while, and it looks like it's just a regular day. Some stuff's going on in the news, and some of the other patients are around, and her and him are kind of kidding around, and he mentions that he's going into the city, and hey, maybe Sam should come with him. And she's like, nah, I don't want to go. Well, unless we're getting pizza. I mean, pizza's pretty awesome, right? She's not a Ninja Turtle, but she does like pizza. And he says, yeah, we can go in and get some pizza. We find out the city's going to be New York. So obviously we know where she's trying to go, right? Original Ray's Pizza. I've seen Elf. I know where the real one is.
There are like 30 Ray's pizzas. They all claim to be the original, but the real one's on 11.
And so she really wants to get pizza super bad. And I guess she doesn't get that a lot in there. And if she can get Original Ray's, I've heard it's top of the line. So it's worth a trip into the city. So that's kind of the premise of how it gets going. Sam takes a bus into the city with all the other patients, and when they get there, they're exploring around. She's trying to find some pizza. We're seeing a few sights of New York and how it is. Pretty typical. You kind of get the feel. And then something bad starts to happen. They don't know what. They hear something on the radio, so they're going to leave, and they're gathering everybody up. And Sam's like, well, I don't want to leave without pizza. I came to get some pizza, so we're doing that first. He's like, no, the nurse is like, no, everyone get on the bus. We got to go. And then we get kind of like a mini answer, sort of. We see things that fall from the sky. You're going to see it in the trailer anyway. So we know the aliens, or whatever they are, came from the sky. There's no spaceships or anything. It just looks like asteroids or like flaming rocks flying down. And they hit the ground, and this is when the movie starts to get really cool. If you're here for the horror and the gore, oh yes, you're going to get it. There's like piles of smoke, screaming, and I'm going to call them aliens. I don't know what to call them really, but they just start killing everybody. And
boy, that escalated quickly.
Anyone who's screaming or making a sound, and of course you're screaming, aliens are attacking, what the heck? It's weird though, still, again, we're on the third movie. These aliens seem to have no technology, no guns or armor or weapons of any kind. It's almost like they were shot down as a weapon against us. I don't know, maybe something like that's going on.
Wait a minute, who are you?
We don't find out here, but we do see them land, and you kind of get the experience of Sam's point of view. What would it be like for you as a person on the ground when that happens? Really scary. That's how it would be, and confusing. And you don't really know what's happening with everybody else. You get some really tense moments. The monsters look great in this when you do see them. They hold off on seeing them a bit, but you do get some good looks at them. It's the third movie, so you're gonna get the monsters. Some great moments of people getting pulled away, Sam just running away and barely escaping, monsters coming out of the fog. Not like those ones from the Mist movie, but this kind of similar thing where they got all this fog you can't see, and then all of a sudden there'll be a monster. And eventually she survives for a while, and you sort of see her making her way through the town. She needs to get her medicine. So she gets back with her nurse and everybody. They're all kind of gathered up in a church. And one thing you do get from this, which I did find enlightening and kind of cool. So the government is there from time to time. You hear like planes flying around, drones or something, lifting out messages. Like they give you hints like they can't swim. Get to the water. Get to the boats. There may not be any water on the planet. They can't swim. And like, don't make any sounds. Be very quiet. So the humans are quickly learning to adapt, and they're very quiet. Even in large groups, no one's saying a thing. But then when they all start moving in herds, which is what we do, anyone makes a sound, all of a sudden death comes for everybody, and there's screams. It was great. You really get the tension. You get a full idea of what it was like surviving on the day one of this invasion. And eventually, Even though we see pictures of her, she sees her old pictures of that nurse. She's obviously been with him a long time. We get a few poignant deaths. That guy dies pretty, and some other people. But it all happens pretty early. Then we get introduced to our other second character, Chris. So from that point on, we get introduced to Chris, and once he arrives, he's a very neurotic, scared, terrified person, really, who does not know what he's doing.
Emotional, damn it!
And he's really relying on Sam to survive. And you see that all the people are moving in one direction, and Sam is going in another direction. So Chris just, I don't know, he just comes out, it looks like he's almost drowned. He's there alone. He's from England, doesn't have any family or friends or anyone, and he just decides to go with her. At first, he's kind of creepy, actually, but as it goes on, he has a really nice character arc where he starts to get stronger, joins up with her, really starts to learn from her and kind of bond. She starts to like him a little bit. He helps her get the medicine. They have a lot of really cool moments together, a lot of tense, scary moments with the monsters coming to get them, of course, and they don't know all the rules of how to hurt them or anything like that, or if they can even fight them. They don't have weapons. They're really scared most of the time. He gets her pizza and stuff. They have it's a really nice little story, and you're just following along with them. Great character development for both of them. You really become interested and invested in both of them. You don't want them to die. So when you get to those tense moments where the monsters are there, or someone drops something, or you hear a loud bang or clank, you're like, oh god, no, please, don't let them get them. But it goes the whole way. I don't want to ruin it, because you should go out and see this one here. There's some really cool moments too. Like there's one part, it actually reminded me of Jurassic Park with the raptors. Yeah, Sam has a moment like that. It's not with the raptors, with these giant things and you can't make a sound, but just as scary, kind of. I don't know why it really reminded me of Jurassic Park, but just what it put me in mind of. Something, I think it was like a mirror or something like that. But yeah, you get some, like I said, the only real answer you get is that they come from the sky. Other than that, it's the same type of vibe as the other two, just more of it. It's not too long. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's about an hour and a half. It's a good time. Interesting. Got a nice little character story. You get some cool jump scares in it. Creepy atmosphere and a lot. And you really get the feeling of what it would have been like on day one when these monsters that you can't make a sound around come down to kill everybody. But like I said, still a lot more answers to come. I heard there's going to be another one, and this is a nice little snack in between that's going to keep you interested and make you want to see that next movie when it does come out. But overall, I give this one a recommend. And thanks so much for watching this far, guys. I really appreciate that. Please like, share, and subscribe to the video. And remember, everybody, stay out of trouble.